Hello and welcome to my channel, your go-to source for the latest in WWE 24. Don't forget to follow and subscribe for all the updates. Let's dive right in.
Adam Pearce has had a tough time on WWE or AEW over the past few months. But this week was one of the worst, since he was punched in the face by Becky Lynch. Lynch knew it was an accident, and she was going for Sol Ruca. But instead, she moved out of the way, and it was the RAW general manager who took the hit. Ahead of SmackDown, Lynch has shared an edited video of the assault where she claimed that she was reaching for the contract and that she didn't mean to assault her boss. But Pearce isn't buying it. He replied to the video, making it clear that he believes her version of events is bullshit. Sol Ruca was signing her contract to join RAW when she was interrupted by Lynch, and then, after the Pearce assault, Ruca responded by hitting her with a soul snatcher. The two women have definitely not gotten off on the best foot, but it seems that it could lead to an Intercontinental Championship match at some point in the near future. Adam Pearce has a stacked month ahead of him. May is set to be a busy month for Adam Pearce since Backlash will take place tomorrow night, before WWE's Saturday night's main event just 2 weeks later, and on May 31st. The company will make the trip over to Europe for Clash in Italy. It's set to be a huge few weeks ahead of their trip to Saudi Arabia for Night of Champions in June. And then SummerSlam will take over the company. That means that there are a lot of places that Lynch could be forced to defend the Intercontinental Championship over the next few weeks. And since Adam Pearce has already made it clear that he is not her biggest fan at present, he could make her defend her title at all of them. Becky Lynch has protested her innocence, but even with video proof that it was a clear accident, the RAW general manager knows that what she is saying isn't the complete truth. Next week's episode of WWE RAW could be an interesting one for the man. In a shocking twist that has sent waves through the WWE universe, Adam Pearce has reportedly issued a surprising and controversial accusation aimed directly at the current WWE champion. The claim, which surfaced during an internal storyline segment and was later teased across backstage narratives, has instantly become one of the most talked about developments in recent WWE programming discussions. While WWE has not officially confirmed the full context behind Pearce's statement, the angle being presented suggests rising tension between authority figures and top-tier champions, adding yet another layer of unpredictability to an already volatile championship landscape. A sudden shift in authority-champion relations. Adam Pearce, known for his strict enforcement of WWE rules and his no-nonsense leadership style as a top official on WWE programming, has rarely crossed the line into direct accusations against reigning champions without significant storyline justification. That is what makes this development particularly explosive. According to the unfolding narrative, Pearce's accusation stems from what he describes as repeated violations of competitive integrity by the current WWE champion. While specifics remain deliberately vague, likely to build suspense, sources within the storyline suggest Pearce believes the champion has been manipulating match conditions, leveraging backstage influence, and bending official rulings to maintain championship advantage. This accusation immediately positions the reigning champion under a cloud of suspicion, shaking the foundation of their credibility at the very top of WWE competition. The champion under fire. The identity of the current WWE champion has been central to WWE programming in recent months, with the title scene playing a key role in weekly shows and premium live events. Whoever holds the championship has been portrayed as dominant, resilient, and nearly unstoppable inside the ring. However, Pearce's allegations now challenge that entire perception. The accusation suggests that the champion's recent victories may not be as clean or as decisive as presented on screen. Instead, Pearce implies that unseen influence, whether from allies, strategic interference, or exploitation of loopholes in match stipulations, may have played a role in maintaining championship status. This storyline development creates a dramatic contrast. A champion once celebrated for dominance now faces questions about legitimacy. Backstage tension reaches new heights. In WWE storytelling, Authority figures like Adam Pearce often serve as the moral and regulatory backbone of the company. When such a figure turns critical of a reigning champion, it signals a major escalation in tension. Backstage segments reportedly depict Pearce in heated discussions with officials and producers, demanding a closer review of recent championship matches. His frustration appears to stem not only from isolated incidents, but from what he believes is a pattern of behavior undermining WWE's competitive structure. Some insiders, within storyline context, suggest that Pearce may push for formal consequences, including potential rematch clauses, stipulation changes, or even disciplinary action depending on what further evidence comes to light. The champion's response. Unsurprisingly, the WWE champion has not remained silent. In typical championship fashion, the response has been a mix of defiance and dismissal. The champion is said to have labeled Pearce's accusation as desperate, baseless, and an attempt to control a superstar who cannot be controlled. This verbal pushback has only intensified the feud, with fans now split between believing Pearce's authority-driven concerns and supporting the champion's dominance-driven narrative. The champion's camp argues that success inside WWE naturally draws criticism, especially from authority figures who may feel challenged by a dominant title reign. From their perspective, Pearce's accusation is less about integrity and more about control. WWE Universe reaction. As expected, the WWE Universe has erupted with speculation. Social media discussions, fan forums, and live audience reactions are filled with debates about whether Pearce's accusation holds merit or is simply part of a larger storyline designed to destabilize the champion before a major title defense. Some fans believe this is the beginning of a slow-burning authority versus champion storyline, one that could culminate in a high-stakes match with major stipulations. Others think it may lead to surprise enforcement decisions, such as stripped titles or forced defenses under unusual conditions. Regardless of interpretation, one thing is clear. WWE has successfully captured audience attention once again. Possible consequences for the championship picture. If Pearce's accusations continue to escalate within the storyline, several major outcomes could unfold. First, the champion may be forced into a high-pressure defense where outside interference is strictly banned, putting their skills under pure scrutiny. Second, Pearce could introduce a special enforcement stipulation, potentially appointing additional referees or oversight officials to monitor matches more closely. Third, and perhaps most dramatically, WWE could build toward a confrontation between Pearce and the champion in a non-traditional setting, where authority itself becomes the focal point of conflict rather than just the title. Each of these directions would significantly reshape the championship landscape. A classic WWE storytelling device, WWE has long utilized authority figure versus superstar storylines to elevate tension and build toward major pay-per-view events. From general managers clashing with rebellious champions to corporate figures enforcing strict regulations, these narratives often blur the line between control and chaos. Adam Pearce's current role fits perfectly into this tradition. His accusation is not just about one champion. It represents a broader struggle over fairness, control, and legitimacy within the WWE framework. By positioning Pearce as a figure of accountability and the champion as a figure of dominance, WWE creates a compelling moral and competitive conflict that can sustain audience interest over multiple weeks. What comes next? The next steps in this unfolding storyline are expected to play out on upcoming episodes of WWE programming. Fans are anticipating a potential face-to-face confrontation between Pearce and the champion, where further details of the accusation may finally be revealed. There is also speculation that a major announcement could be made regarding the championship match structure at an upcoming premium live event, potentially changing the stakes entirely. Whether this leads to redemption for the champion, vindication for Pearce, or a dramatic power shift in WWE's authority structure remains to be seen. One thing is certain, the accusation has already changed the tone of the championship scene. Final thoughts. In professional wrestling storytelling, moments like this serve as turning points, where dominance is questioned, authority is challenged, and the future of a championship hangs in the balance. Adam Pearce stepping into the spotlight with a serious accusation against the reigning WWE Champion signals a major narrative escalation. It sets the stage for conflict not just inside the ring, but within the very structure of WWE authority. As the story continues to develop, fans will be watching closely to see whether this accusation leads to justice, controversy, or an even deeper conspiracy within WWE's evolving championship landscape.